And hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 61 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, as I get myself situated here, the CheckX series is pretty much all about me, your host Ivan, talking about everything that Elon posted on X the day before. And today we're going to talk about what he posted about yesterday on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. And he posted about 51 times, not too much, 22 times specifically on Grok Imagine. So we're going to talk about that, a couple things, and just like 19 times on politics. So, excuse me, this is one of those rare episodes where, I guess he actually posts less than politics, but if you're a long time watcher this year, if you're not, welcome in though. Warm welcome in. Hope you stay for long. But to start off this episode, not to waste too much of your time here, starting off with artificial intelligence and XAI, obviously because that's the main topic. We'll get that out of the way here real quick. Starting off, to start off the episode, Elon agreed with Jared Kaplan's claim that, sorry, I'm like out of breath, that there is a 50% chance AI will replace theoretical physicists in 2 to 3 years. And also, in terms of AI-generated music, Elon predicted that AI will write better songs than the Beatles in 3 years max, and stated that Grok will be able to compose full-length songs later this year. And also, in terms of Grok performance and features, Elon acknowledged Grok's top ranking on the prediction arena benchmark and expressed approval of companies moving away from Wikipedia to use Grokopedia for AI citations. And also, Elon responded to the European Commission's investigation into Grok recently. Into Grok regarding AI generated images like bikinis, agreeing that it is a political target, that not the user, not the tool is the issue. And also, Elon called the new capability of Grok Imagine to generate 10-second videos, epic. So yeah, just a couple summarized things there, but moving on to SpaceX and Starlink, starting off this segment, just a couple things to talk about here in a very short segment before we pretty much move into the politics segment of this video. Elon reposted updates regarding the completion of training for the Crew 12 mission and the successful landing of Falcon 9 first stage on a drone ship. And in terms of Starlink in Ukraine, Elon addressed concerns about Russian forces using Starlink, while his supporters knowing he tries to stop such use in a game of cat and mouse. Elon emphasized that Starlink is the backbone of Ukraine's military communications. And in terms of talking about moving on to the X platform and media, to start off this segment, Elon highlighted X's new warning labels for edited or fake images intended to mislead users. And also, Elon commented, "Not a good sign," on a leaked early chat from Mark Zuckerberg regarding Facebook users' trust, suggesting WhatsApp cannot be trusted, which we also talked about last episode, I'm pretty sure. Elon also agreed with criticisms of mainstream media brainwashing and its failure to cover specific stories, such as the death of Justin Diamond, while focusing on others like Charlottesville. And moving on to U.S. politics and electoral integrity, to start off, Elon suggested that Democrats encourage illegal immigration to rig the census and shift electoral votes and House seats toward blue states. And also, Elon expressed interest in the SAVE Act, which aims to enforce voter ID and ensure only American citizens vote in elections, which is a pretty crazy thing that you have to actually tell to someone. I feel like that's just kind of common sense, but grown people apparently believe that no one's illegal on stolen land. It's conquered. If you don't love this country, get out. Moving on. Not gonna go too deep into that, but moving on, before we move on to California government and healthcare fraud, Elon reposted content about how being lied to by the media about Donald Trump and events like Charlottesville can lead to being red-pilled. And moving on, like I said, to the California government, just a couple things to talk about. Starting off, Elon reposted a news from Dr. Oz regarding massive fraud in California's health system, including a 1,500% increase in hospice agencies in LA County. And also, which is kind of weird, but also Elon criticized California for providing free dental and vision to illegal immigrants, while tax-paying seniors receive nothing, calling it straight-up theft. But, I mean, what do you expect? It's Anyway, but moving on to social and cultural issues, talking about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, by the way, is what it stands for. Elon laughed at a satirical piece about airlines offering old male pilots in response to his previous claims that DEI has low hiring standards for pilots. And also, reposted concerns about violent acts committed by illegal aliens, specifically a case in Georgia involving a 11-year-old girl. And talking about Ilhan Omar, Elon commented, "Wow," on reports regarding a ghost winery and fraud allegations involving Representative Ilhan Omar's husband. Excuse me. And also, Elon called reports of a doctor who caused a baby's decapitation returning to work, and the government dropping a doctor over gender views is insane. But ladies and gentlemen, kind of a rough one to end off there. But ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up episode number 61 of the CheckX series. If you guys made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys for watching all the way. And if I can steal just a little bit of your time, I recommend dropping a like, dropping a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. And if I can steal even a little bit more of your time, if possible, I recommend going back and watching some of the other episodes if you'd like. Obviously, up to you. If you'd like to stay up to date, then that's fine. But if you want to just secret some events. But yeah, I'll pretty much see you guys later. Thank you for watching.